Hello guys and welcome back to another one of my videos. Hopefully you've seen the title, but obviously we're back on the 182 doing the airflow for the induction kit. Someone asked me on my last video about the sort of diameters. The inside is 7 centimeters and the outside is 8 centimeters, so it is a reasonably chunky pipe. But obviously this this air duct kit scoops in a little bit more. If you're getting the port tubes, which I bought originally, if you've been here for ages, but they're sort of the cheaper option you can go for, they seem to be a lot bigger when they came, so you might have to go with a bigger tube. So this tube isn't as big as it could be, but hopefully we're going to sort of work our way through and up to the induction kit. I've chosen to go to the induction kit mainly because I just want a cold air feed to there. If I ever was going to push towards going on track, which I do want to, I would obviously run a tube to the brakes as well to sort of save brakes from burning up too fast. So yeah, the main things we need to do, we just need to take the bumper off again. It's only lightly attached after the last video. We need to take the induction kit, battery cover and all that off, so there's lots of room to play with. I need to look at moving the horn, because apparently the horn gets in the way. You've got to adjust, more like bend, the bracket to make room for the pipe. But we're going to have a look at all that and see what we need to do. So yeah, let's get stuck in.
So as everybody kindly told me last time, this is the horn, so I'm learning something here. But apparently you have to adjust this bracket, I don't know how or what you need to do to adjust it and bend it, but I think sure you just got to bend it that way so it's up and away, but we'll see when we get the pipe here. Because I'm going to the induction, I won't be able to shoot through this gap here. Are we in enough? Right, so the sun's going to mess over the video here. It's a beautiful day, but we're sort of hiding it in the dark a little bit. But all that's out. Hopefully you saw there. The one thing in the way is this. Pretty much, obviously, it takes the readings from there. So that plug that I've just picked up there, I need to buy a resistor, which is a bit of a pain, so that needs to come somewhere. And I'm going to do exactly the same way I did to this. Just bag it up, tape it, and push it out of the way. But that tube needs to come down through there. Haven't even looked at that side yet, so we'll come back to it, but I want to get this side done. But it's looking good, I can't wait. Okay, so I think it's called the acoustic valve. Not 100%, but I just had a quick look and I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Obviously I need to move all the wires and stuff like that. This little bolt down here, that, like I said, links to the horn and to the acoustic valve, is the one spanner I haven't got. Oh, it is a 13mm. Okay, so I'm just going to test fit this tube, but just to show you, that was the size of the original sort of airbox one, and that's the size of the new one, so it pretty much eats it up. So I just thought, right, see you later. So like I said, I've ordered those resistors for the plug, but we're just going to see if this goes down and through. There seems like there's a bit of room here towards the bottom, but like I said, this will need to get moved if I go through to the brakes. But hopefully you can see my fender lining is pretty much not there. Obviously for this to go through to the brakes you need to cut a hole and clamp that other piece onto it, but my fender liner has a nice big gap inside. This pipe is obviously way too long currently, so don't think that this is how it's going to go in. It's just a it will be cut to size, of course, but the tube will only need to come up to about here. So I've just loosened that. Just going to follow this tube here, which comes off of it, and that's the one that goes all the way to there. So I'm just going to pull it out of here. Maybe, yeah. Can cut it obviously a little bit shorter. Like I said, pop some silicone in the end. Obviously this end, and then plug it back in. Just for now, just to stop, because if I leave it like that, it will start idling high and won't settle down, whereas if I plug it, it shall. So I can take that out now for a minute. I've bent this ever so slightly just up, just to give this a little bit more more room to slide in and out. It does actually move up and down, but now I've zip tied like a true car legend. I've zip tied the pipe in. I've zip tied it into the corner, and I've manipulated the pipe into the corner. So rather than say a complete circle, it's got more of a triangular which goes into that corner, so it will sit in there a bit better. But it's still got the curved face as it runs up. So I had to squash it in a little bit because it was ever so slightly too big. Because on a test fit 1 minute ago, this plug here, I think this is something to do with the headlight adjustment in here, because it's not any of the bulbs, but you got a little plug that goes into the bottom of there, and that plug was hitting about here, and I wanted it higher than all the plugs, just in case anything flies through, and that leaves a little gap then to the pipe, which I need to put in a second, but from what measurements I've done, it should be able to go in there. I've also had to lift up the other electrics and place them on top so they don't run through that gap anymore, they just sit through there, but there I had plenty of play on it actually, which was nice, so I've also moved that. But it sits nicely in the corner, and that should hopefully give me a little bit of room to where that air filter is. Down the bottom now, I'm just hoping this will curl out to that. If not, I'll have to take that off again and manipulate that a little bit more and see how that goes onto the bumper. The air duct off, just so I can post the tube through. Yeah, so I just wanted to roughly put the bumper back just to check, just to get in my head that it's going to work, it's going to be fine. So I've obviously, like I said, pop that off, pop the tube through. I can pull it, choose a point there maybe or something like that will tuck back in nicely. Yeah, hook on the back, but that's going to be one of the last points. Bumper, I can't remember if I've already said, but I've just sprayed that a little bit there. It just takes your eye off it pretty much, but on this side here I don't really know what I'm going to do because there isn't much of a way to run it. I'm just going to have a little bit of pipe going away or up and in if I can or something like that. It's not going to be doing anything massive on this side yet. I don't really want one going to the brakes and one not, so I'm just going to leave it for now until the day that I need to send it to the brakes. If I need to, I can always cut the bit off the top, but that's alright, it's about an inch. So yeah, ta-da! Looks sticking out its tongue. So like I said, we're going to time lapse it now, bumper off, put the new bulbs in the headlights. Gonna have to do that one with the headlight on because he's still zip tied on. I don't want to break that and have to fiddle with that all again because those clips are not the best anyway. Get both those bulbs in, headlights back in. I'll try and show you that how tight it is up against that pipe at the back. So that's one thing you might want to consider if you're trying to think about doing something like this. But get those back in. The last one to push in, zip tied on. You can see obviously it's getting a bit dark now. It's mainly getting dark because I decided to spray paint these bits. You may not be able to see them very well now, but they went like a horrible grey. I think you can buy a sticker pretty much that people just stick on any other car because it doesn't match anything. So I decided to spray them but we've sorted that out, so that's why it's got dark now, because I put 3 coats of that on. So yeah, I'm just going to push this last one in, and then we'll do a little bit more filming tomorrow, just finishing it off and showing you guys what it's like in the daylight. Obviously I've taken it off so I could push the pipe through and I can push it back on. If ever I need to get the bumper off again, whether I just have to cut the zip tie or whether that will just pop off, we'll see when we get there. I might invest in like a Jubilee clip that I can just tighten and untighten here to help me when I'm getting the bumper on and off. But that is that. I'll catch you tomorrow. Hello guys and welcome back. It is another absolutely gorgeous day. But obviously we're just finishing off the Clio now. Putting all the bolts back in, I've done all that. I've secured it all around, secured the top. All I need to do now is put the little battery cover in, and then we'll do a little bit of footage just to finish off. Got the new bulbs in as well. Like I said, unfortunately the headlights are starting to haze on where that bulb is, but you can see the nice bubble effect that that's making. I think that looks absolutely spot on. Bit of a fiddly job. There's a few things to move. The acoustic valve needs to come out, and a few of the wires. Like I said, I plugged the one where it goes in just to the side of the throttle body with a screw and a bit of silicone, a little bit of black tube. But it's all in. Both feeds are in. That one just runs up into there a little bit, and it's going to feed a little bit of cold air in. That one obviously runs to the induction kit. If I did want to go back to the brakes, this side I will have to take that carbon canister off. I don't really know the process of that, but that would be a thing that would need to come in another video if I was running it through to the brakes. But yeah, we're done. I'm really happy with that. It looks amazing. I'm glad that the tube actually goes somewhere and it's not just through and in and stops, which obviously a few people have because they haven't got the tubes going in for now. But I think that looks absolutely banging. Really happy with it, and yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Thank you very much for tuning in. Like, comment and subscribe if you're new as always, and I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Thank you.